theme every year for these, and sometimes I tell stories. And tonight, I'm basically talking about the word inspire, and how these players inspire young people that they play in front of. They inspire you as fans. They inspire each other. They inspire me. They play their hearts out every match. They stop at the end of a match, win or lose. They sign autographs. They're great ambassadors for CSU. So I'm growing up, and I don't know how you guys are, but I grew up a long time ago, and you start to really figure out who were my sports heroes and how did I hear about them. And back then it was like trading cards, or they're on the cover of Sports Illustrated, or they appear in the newspaper. And that's about it. You see them on TV. But today, sports and media outlets and tools have grown so much that the images of our sports heroes are really out there for everybody. And sometimes they're on inspirational posters. Like this one, Michael Jordan. This is one of my favorite ones. It talks about how many mistakes he's made, how many times he's failed, and that's why he's succeeded. You see this company called Accessories that makes these posters where they have inspirational phrases with a picture of an athlete or something. Carrie Walsh, great volleyball player. She's branded by Gatorade. They use terms like, is it in you, Under Armour, who we have just signed with, does these type of posters. So, what I wanted to do tonight was talk about what kind of posters and images we could create for the CSU women's volleyball season, and for the team, and for the seniors. So, and I want to throw this one in there too, because this was a moment I was very proud of. For the last year, many of you have seen this, our university used us as a branding mechanism for them in DIA with this. And there were a couple of these up in DIA for about a year. That's CSU using CSU Volleyball in its branding initiative, which we were very proud of. Another thing that we did, Jack Brown asked us all in his effort to help brand Moby Arena and redecorate it and make it show what we stand for. We did this outside of our locker room. Put up a graphic that said, "Traditions are a work in progress, make your mark." And that came from a core values exercise that we did as a team. The wording is almost directly out of that. How appropriate is that for this season? These guys made their mark. Our graphics team did a great job this year. We hired a new guy named Kyle Stocker, and him and a bunch of people really worked hard to give us great graphics to put out, to show all of you on the web, on Facebook, in emails, what was going on with CSU Volleyball. And I told you, I was referencing Accessories. So I decided to create a couple of posters about myself this year. That sort of reflected what I was going through this year. This is sandbagging. This isn't the new chance to lower expectations. I said that because I don't know how many times I was called a sandbagger this year, because I thought this was a rebuilding year. Another one, shock and awe. I swear I thought this would be a rebuilding year. So we start the season off. We win all of our preseason games. You know, we're beating people we're not expected to beat. My team's playing with this unbelievable maturity and composure. So I'm going right along with them. I throw this out to them. This is something that's been trending worldwide. Does anybody know the origin of this? This was 1939. UK used this when they were getting bombed in World War II. To try to keep the morale of the country up. So I was using it to say, look, players, we got to go out and face one match at a time, staying calm, staying composed. The only problem was, this is what I looked like when I was doing it. beating conference opponents. We start winning road games. It's just amazing. We go undefeated in the first half of the conference. These guys just refuse to lose. We go on an amazing 27-0 run. I'm telling you, that's not easy to do. And regardless of how we schedule, regardless of any of that stuff, we lose 4 students the year before, we go 27-0. We go 27 matches without slipping up. I don't care who you are. That's an amazing feat. And I'm not taking credit for it. I'm giving the credit to these coaches. Unfortunately, perfection escaped us. And this is a serious one. This is a Vince Lombardi quote, and I think it's applicable to our team this year. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we will catch excellence. So, even though this wasn't a perfect season, we did have an incredible senior class. It helped us win the 5th straight conference championship, 19th straight trip to the NCAA, won 27 straight matches. Hard to do. And the measure of a team is defined by its leadership in general. The senior class, but the seniors don't always reveal themselves until that leadership role is bestowed upon them. So I want to talk about these 3 up here in terms of their individual journeys, because this class is very unique in a couple of ways. One is, none of these guys had starting roles last year, even last year. And one of them is not Most Player of the Year. Secondly, each of these, and by the way, that is either a testament to their improvement or my stupidity. Second, each of these athletes has their own unique and non-traditional journey that they went to get to this head table tonight. And I want to look at those journeys, posterize them. For right now, the NCAA rules are out the door. Each of you guys now has a contract with Under Armour. They broad take risks, seize the day, achieve. You know, at 17 years old, I guarantee you, she probably didn't know where Fort Collins, Colorado was. And she's from Williamsport, Maryland. She signed with the University of Connecticut. She played there for 3 years. Her volleyball experience wasn't what she wanted it to be. Wasn't making her happy, so she decided to make a change. She decided to take a risk. She moved to Colorado, where her parents had recently relocated, enrolled at CSU, tried out for the track team as a high jumper. And she only saw around volleyball from a fan's perspective. But she decided to take a risk. I had never laid eyes on Kayla until she walked into my office last June. And she's pretty tall. She looks like a nice athlete. She's like, wow, how come I don't know about you? So we asked her to join the team. We just basically take a chance on Kayla. And she did an amazing job. Okay? As we said in the highlight film, she practiced extremely hard. She's a great competitive player. We had great players on this team, so it was hard for her to crack the starting lineup, but she was close. And when she did get called on to play, she performed. We needed her against Denver, because we were down to bare bones in that lineup. She came in and played well. You saw what she did against Fresno State. We used her in other matchup blocking situations. She was always ready to play. She was always ready to seize the day. So I think of this term, carpe diem, with Kayla. The secret of success is to seize the moment when the opportunity comes, and she did this. But I really think this might be her version of the poster. I could have been seizing moments all season long. Somebody would have smart enough to play. intense personal effort may be the only thing that separates you from your competition. Let's give Caleb a round of applause. This is Jack Graham's mantra. And at some point, we've got to quit calling it Jack Graham's mantra and call it Colorado State Athletics mantra, if that's what it is. And it's about character, academics, and winning. When I think about this, I think about Michelle Smith. Michelle Smith, Under Armour poster, just do it all. She's one of the few players, by the way, that gets her own big head at matches. Michelle's story is she played outside hitter in high school, had several small schools in Wisconsin that she could have gone to, chose to come here as a defensive specialist. Ended up being so much more than that. From the moment she got here at CSU, even as a redshirt, which she did redshirt, she worked harder than anyone else. She took school and volleyball very seriously, almost sometimes too seriously. And, but as a result, we saw great leadership from Michelle early. She was trusted and respected by everybody on this team, but she lived her life the right way, which is the last element to it all. She's a person of great character. There is a picture of her that I like very much, and this is it, because it shows the focus that she has. And while you look at that, I want to tell you some of the things character-wise that she has done. Number one, besides getting over 3.5 GPA, she is very involved in SAC, which is our Student Athlete Leadership Group. She was very involved with projects like the Grammys, which was a variety show that the student athletes do. She played a huge part in. And she was co-chair of a project that they started this year called Rams Care. And I wish I knew more about it. All I know is their first project they did was to help the homeless in the city of Fort Collins. It was a way to get all of our athletes together in a service project. And I think these are the things that Michelle does off the court, as well as work extremely hard on the court, and get a 35 GPA. So, when I think about the word character, this is my favorite slogan and my favorite poster. You've probably seen it. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Now there's another one we couldn't do for Michelle. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your ideas. Watch your ideas, they become your humor. Watch your humor, it becomes your character. And you are a character. That's Michelle in that variety show, doing a Napoleon Dynamite dance. Which is awesome. Is that on YouTube, Michelle? So leadership is the last word that we use to describe Michelle. And I can tell you, it's hard to really measure what her leadership has meant to this program. But there's one way I can measure it. She's been here 5 years. We have 5 rings. So I think she's done a lot to do. Sam Peters. That's pretty cool on the poster. 2013 Mountain West Player of the Year. Sam's journey took her out of state first to Santa Clara. She went to her freshman year there in the Bay Area. She wanted to get to Colorado. She wanted to see what the West Coast was like. After a season there, she missed Colorado, decided to come back home. And we recruited Sam out of high school, so CSU was a good fit. The bad news was we now have two talented middles, Megan Florida and Brianna Page, both in the same class as her. So she agreed to redshirt 2010. We tried her at a couple other positions, but she just kept coming back into the middle. It was a natural position for her. She was ready to go last year a lot, started having some back problems. That slowed her down quite a bit. But then, I was supposed to put that slide up earlier, sorry. She was waiting for her moment. And I think last off-season, she realized it was now her time. She worked extremely hard. I'm not sure I know a player who improved themselves between their 4th and 5th year as much as she did. Her jump went up 2 inches, her arm swing sped up. She was smarter, faster, a better leader, and a better competitor. And I think a lot of it was she had been playing against great players, waiting for her time, pushing them every day, making them better. And it gave her a good understanding of how to be a great competitor. So I made this poster for Sam. No one competes harder than me and myself, which is true, and I love this photo. And then made this one. If opportunity doesn't knock, break down the door. Okay? All of a sudden, Sam is playing this year, and she has broken down the door. She's racking up statistical numbers that, I don't know if you guys realize this, are better than these two players that she competed against for 2 years. And she is the rock on our team. And she does it quietly. There are matches that I go along and I think, this thing's done pretty good, but other people do. You look at the stat line and she has just killed it. So she really learned how to be not only maximize her athleticism, but be a great player. So I made a couple of posters for Sam. These ones are kind of funny. Losing. If at first you don't succeed, it's probably because I'm blocking them right. Success. Some teams dream of success while I live to crush. So there you have it. These are our three seniors. Sam Payne's Hilbert Inspire. We've never been stars before. All three different stories of resiliency, to dedication, and most of all, patience. Patience was the key in all three of their journeys. Okay? So I made this poster for them. Patience is not the ability to wait, because this is so applicable to these guys, but to keep a good attitude while waiting. You see them all three on the bench back there. Or this would be their version. Patience. Patiently waiting for this to be Pacific. These three are great, and I want to tell you that on your way out today, we've made 3 posters for them as seniors. This is the first one. I love this saying too. To believe in yourself and follow your dreams, to have goals in life and drive to succeed, and to surround yourself with things and people that make you happy. This is success. This is one. This is the other one with the phrase, I know you guys have heard, you're not going to live with that. You lead from the step where there is no path. Lead the trail. And success is a journey, not a destination. We have one of those 3 for all of you as you exit tonight. You'll be given one of those. And just so you can remember this incredible group of young ladies up here who you're going to hear from in a minute. I am humbled to have gone through this season, this year, with this group. And